Google hasn't been making phones for long. Not compared to the likes of Samsung or Apple. While Apple is preparing to launch the iPhone 15 and Samsung preparing its 5th generation of folding phone, Google has launched its first folding phone and only its 8th generation of smartphone. This is Google embracing a change, showing what it can do on a larger screen and how it can drive Android in a new direction. That started with the Pixel tablet, and it's clear there's work to do there, and the Pixel Fold offers many of the same features. There's a whopping price tag on the Pixel Fold. It will cost $1,799 in the US or £1749 in the UK. In Europe, it's a negation $1899, so there's no avoiding that this is a premium phone. Fortunately, it comes with a premium build, but this is a device where cost is always going to be part of the conversation. But as soon as you lift the Pixel Fold from the box, you'll be struck by how premium it is. The 283 grams weight means there's some heft to it. The polished aluminum frame looks and feels great, softly rounded to make it a pleasure to hold. This phone might be 12.1 mm thick, but it's comfortable to grip when folded. Open the phone up and you're presented with the 7.6-inch folding screen. The first thing that people will comment on is the bezels. They're wide but uniform, forming a border around the folding display, but also serving the purpose of making sure that when the two sides of this phone are folded together, it's the bezel that touches, not the screen. The Google Pixel Fold lands with familiar hardware, because it's the same as you get in the Pixel 7 Pro, and closely related to the Pixel tablet and even the Pixel 7a. Google's approach is to essentially use the same hardware across its devices, and that means the performance is going to be close to its flagship phone. As we've said, we've not fully tested it, but so far, the experience is pretty close to that which I've experienced using the Pixel 7 Pro as my daily driver. The battery, however, is a different story. This is a different phone. It's packaged in a different way, and that's going to have an impact on things like battery performance. Currently I've not had the Pixel Fold running long enough to get a firm appraisal of the typical battery life, or the thermal properties of the phone. However, the 21 watts charging isn't fast, although Samsung only offers 25 watts charging, while the wired charging of 7.5 watts is also pretty average. Samsung here's 10 watts on the Z Fold 4, that's now pretty slow. When 68 watts, 100 watts, 120 watts charging is appearing elsewhere. This might come down to trying to preserve the battery, or limitations caused by the split battery design that folding phones use. But the Oppo Find N2a has 67 watts charging, so it's not unheard of in this market. Folding phones have a lot of cameras, a byproduct of having a lot of different sides. The aim has always been to ensure there's a camera on whichever surface you're looking at. Looking at the breakdown of cameras, this looks like a cascading list, from best to worst. The inner camera being the camera that you're least likely to use, and generally pitched at video calling and little else. For many observers, the Pixel Fold isn't about all of those things I've talked about above. It's about software, plain and simple. It's Google creating a baseline for Android to work on larger displays. This goes hand in hand with the Pixel tablet, and there's a lot of similarity in the experience on the Fold and the experience on the Pixel tablet. The difference, of course, is that the Fold gets away with apps that aren't optimized for a larger display there the tablet does not. With a much more pocketable form factor than its nearest rivals, an impressive set of rear snappers and a streamlined version of Android that makes the most of the internal display, the Pixel Fold is a fine debut effort. That inner screen is expansive, excels at multitasking, and is a treat for streaming video, yet once folded it in no way compromises on being a regular phone. That said, battery life and charging speeds aren't all that impressive. It also lacks some of the photography skills of the Pixel 7 Pro and is bested on features, just, by the outgoing Galaxy Z Fold 4. We'd call the Samsung's optional stylus support and reverse wireless charging nice-to-haves rather than essentials, and it can't fold completely shut like the Pixel Fold can, but because it's set to be replaced in just a few months, you can snag one for a fair bit less than Google's phone. Still, For those besotted with the concept of a tablet-sized screen they can fold up and carry around in a pocket, the Pixel Fold is a very desirable bit of kit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also do not forget to like and subscribe, and ring the bell to be informed of our next videos. Until the next video, bye bye.